We're here. We're here. Sorry.
It's not working on YouTube.
Okay.
No.
Go back to it again. So where is everybody?
Nah. Haha.
Okay.
Ha ha ha.
Stupid thing. It logged me out. Okay, guys. Sorry about that. I was hoping to be outside and ready to go with all this, and the system freaked out because I created a whole new channel. So you guys will just have to get a little extra. And okay.
Massive delay.
Yeah, it should be. So I'm not sure how many other in here.
And then it picked back up.
Okay, are we still?
There.
Let me just turn around here and tell me if it picks it back up.
It's still on me.
We'll just make sure it shows that it's doing it. Just want to make sure that it's
Yeah, it's still there.
Okay.
It's just a massive delay.
okay. Well, there should be a delay. So, okay. Like I said, guys, you're going to have to manage your expectations a little bit because this is our very first stream. I'm sure this is going to be a little bouncy because I don't know if this app is actually going to allow me to use the image stabilization built into the phone. But, hey, Kevin, I see you're on there. If you're still there, feel free to send another chat real quick so I know you're still watching. It shows that there's 3 people in here, but I haven't seen any other chat messages come in from anybody. Are you looking at the live chat on your end?
Yeah, but it's still just showing 1. So I'm like, there's
Well,
like
no,
serious.
did you actually bring up the chat?
Well, how are you at?
Scroll down. No. Scroll down on the arrow right there. And then should be a deal that says, should be a deal where you can click on the little 3 dots up there. Should be a deal that shows your chat. I don't know why it's not showing the...
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, it should be a little chat thing there. Oh, there he is. He says, I'm still here. That's good. Yeah. Girl's trying to figure out how to get her deal. You could probably open that link inside of YouTube because you're not in YouTube right now. So that's probably why it's not working. Just push and hold on the deal. Or what you can do is go ahead and go back into it real quick. And then you can, once you're back in it, you can subscribe. You can subscribe right there. And now you will go in, you can say sign in, and it'll actually bring you in. Once you're signed in and it subscribes you on your Gmail, then you can go into the actual app and you'll be able to see that I'm live. So, it looks like I only got 3 in here. Not sure if my dad's on here or not, but I know he was going to try and join in. But I can't see the exact people that are in the chat itself without going to the settings. Let me see if I got events. Yeah, I don't really have anything in there. So I've got no way to tell who's actually in here. It just says that there's 3 people viewing it right now. So
3 watching, yeah. Now I see 3 watching, but
yeah, but you're still not in YouTube.
right.
Close out the app and open up your YouTube app.
Jesus.
Don't forget to talk about the bell icon for notifications to the channel. Yeah, you can definitely do that if you click on the little bell. You can get the notifications on there. Obviously, like and subscribe. At this point, it's going to be more of a sympathy like and subscribe because this is extremely This is extremely alpha testing here, guys. So, but the whole purpose of what we wanted to do here is you know, get our family and friends on here, and eventually we'd like to have an actual subscription channel for the Walt Disney World trips that we like to go in and walk through the park and see all of that good stuff. But before I go doing that and embarrassing myself horribly, I wanted to make sure that we're actually, you know, getting all the bugs worked out in the system. So for right now, we figure, hey, we have a nice neighborhood. We like to go walking every day. So let's share that so that people can see it. I know my dad's been out here once since we lived here. And we haven't had a chance to, he hasn't really had a chance to see the rest of the neighborhood. So I'm not sure who, I think that was Brett that sent me, yep, Brett sent me a reply that he was gonna try and get on the stream as well. So he and Kevin can play virtual WWE games or something, because I know they used to have their game nights. So for right now, you'll just have to deal with me.
And me.
And yes, and the girl. There's the girl. Everybody. Yeah, she almost walked into a trash can there, but it was worth it. So, yeah, really, guys, for us being out here, we've been out here a little over a year now, and we tried to go walking every day when we first got here, and it worked out really well. It's such a beautiful neighborhood. Kevin says it's not embarrassing. Tons of people take videos of their Disney trips. LOL. Well, thank you, Kevin. Yeah, and I wasn't really, it's not really so much that it's an embarrassing thing. It's the fact that when I do it, I want to make sure, you know, especially, of course, being that I'm an IT guy, I want to make sure that the people that know me don't give me hell for not doing it correctly. But I have a lot of equipment that I can use to do this on order that's going to be here this week. But since this is technology I haven't really used other than inside the house, and I haven't really done any live broadcasting to this point, I wanted to make sure that I had all the bugs worked out and I knew exactly what we needed to do, so that when we actually get there to do it, everything works smoothly.
And if it doesn't, we understand how to fix those hiccups.
Exactly. So right now I'm actually using a third-party app that ties in to YouTube, which is a legitimate application, but YouTube has a deal on there now where you have to have 1,000 subscribers in order to do live streaming from your mobile, but you can live stream from pretty much any desktop right out of the gate after you request access to live streaming. So that's why I'm hoping we can get a bunch more people watching, get some likes, and get people to subscribe to the channel, so that once I hit that 1,000, I can actually stop using this app and I can just go straight through YouTube. It'll make it much easier, and the resolution will be much better, because right now I think it locks it down to 720 instead of 1080, which is what I'd rather be doing it in. So yeah. So far it's not bad, but again, if you look, she's looking at a Galaxy Note little itty bitty screen, not full screen. So not sure what you guys are seeing on your end. I can tell just by looking at my screen that it's definitely a bouncier video than I would like, but that's okay, because I have a gimbal that's coming on Wednesday that will eliminate that bounce either way. So should be pretty decent. So anyway, we're coming out through the neighborhood, and I kind of skipped over a lot of stuff, but you know, we've got these really cool townhouses that are out here. We got lakes everywhere in the neighborhood. It's a really quiet neighborhood, and when we first moved here, we did it kind of sight unseen. We just kind of bought what was available to get out here. And the first time we drove up to the neighborhood, we were kind of like scratching our heads saying, yeah, this is too nice for us. We sure we're in the right place. Because we just has a really nice gated entry. It's got gated security, and you know, a private golf course. But it's, I mean, technically it's not private golf course because it is open to the public. But it is a really nice, quiet area. You know, obviously with the whole COVID-19 shutdown, and especially here in Florida with, you know, Sunday having a record case of, you know, 15,200 positive cases, you know, whatever that number was, it was just crazy.
Thank
Jennifer.
you, Jennifer.
Yeah, Jennifer said hi, and
And she loves me and misses me.
yeah, and then she loves and misses, and there's the girl waving back to you. So yeah, so again, this is gonna take some time. Yep, we gotta wait for the traffic here.
We got company behind us too.
Some of these people don't know what 30 miles an hour is, but you know, most of them are pretty good about it, but not all of them. So we just gotta wait here, and then we can work our way across the street. We don't like to walk on this right side because the hedges are so close to the sidewalk. You really can't walk side by side at all. See, look how tall my shadow is. I grew, guys. I mean, I went from like 6 foot to like 12 feet, you know.
I'm Littlefoot.
And she's Littlefoot still. Yeah. But yeah, we try and go do this work. You know, we try and go do this walk every day. Today is our 4th day because, again, we, you know, kind of fell off the wagon hard, and you know, it's been raining a lot, which isn't necessarily an excuse because it's not raining all the time, obviously, because it's Florida. But it does make things a little bit easier when it's not raining on us, and we don't go in the morning just because it's, you know, we have to get up so early in order to do it, and then get back to get ready for work and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy the walk, and I'll try and make sure I scroll around so you guys can kind of see, you know, what things look like. There's really not a lot to see right here other than these killer houses that are over here across the way from our neighborhood, which our neighborhood has the tile roof too. We're one of only 2 or 3 neighborhoods in here that actually have the tile roofs, and everybody else is just a standard shingle roof. But everything in here is Hurricane Category 4 rated, steel reinforced concrete. So it's pretty much a bomb shelter sitting on a sand dune.
Yeah, you can see the watermark of the third party.
But yeah,
extension.
yeah, it's because I didn't want to pay for the app to get rid of the watermark. Figure you guys won't mind a little watermark on the screen saying that I'm using something else. But yeah, we're up to a whopping 4 people watching right now, which is awesome. That's 4 more than I thought were going to show up. So that is excellent. I appreciate all you guys, and I know Kevin and Jennifer are 2 of them. I still don't know who the other 2 are because they haven't put anything in the chat. Well, Julia's one of them because she joined up, so you know, she could actually say hi on the chat, and you guys could actually chat back and forth, and I could actually see all of it.
Create a channel to join the chat. Seriously? I have to create my own channel just to join a chat.
Yeah. And Julia's Jennifer's like smiling and laughing. She's yeah. Hey, I can't be an expert on all technology. That's all I can say, you know. You guys can just tape the videos and upload them. Yeah, that's usually what I do for my job right now. That's kind of what got me started in this whole thing was when the COVID shutdown happened, we had a lot of customers in a mad panic that needed to get product demonstrations and things like that. So I started doing a lot of videos and then uploading them to our corporate YouTube channel so that myself and the rest of my team weren't getting completely crushed with product demonstrations, and it seemed to work out real well, and they actually kept them on the corporate page. So yeah, I like to do that, and we will do that as well, especially for some of the rides, because some of the rides at Disney, they will lag out on you. So I don't want to have it lag out in the middle of a stream, so I'd rather just record the majority of what we're doing, and then if we're going to do a live stream, I can actually record the rides that we're going to get on that do have a good connection, like Big Thunder Mountain, things like that are open air. And then the ones that I know are going to have a lag, I can go ahead and record those on a sealed video and just upload them to the channel after the fact. That way I can also record them in a much higher resolution, like 4K or 8K, and you guys can really get the feeling like you're there. One thing I've noticed is, you know, Julia and I have been to the Disney Springs several times since they reopened, and you know, they've really been sticklers about making sure that everybody has their masks on. You know, if you're not going to be wearing your mask because you're getting something to drink or something to eat, you know, everyone's being pretty respectful about that at this point. And inside the Disney parks, they've actually set up some relax stations so that you can actually take off your mask and socially distance away from everybody else. That house right over there is one that we really like, but it's way overpriced. You can see here, this thing says new homes from the 400,000s. I went to their website. They don't have a single house in there that's 500,000 or less. Most of them are 550, 560, and that just isn't worth it. I don't make that kind of money. It would be nice, but I could think of better things to spend it on. Which, by the way, Kevin and Jennifer, Julia and I just recently bought into Disney Vacation Club, 200 points a year. So starting later this year and into next year, if you guys can talk to Julia, if you guys can find a way to get down here, maybe we can book some time where we can all get us some standard rooms or something like that, or we can book something for you guys to come and stay for a couple of days. We can't do a whole lot of time with that, but we can do a decent amount to get you a couple of days for the hotel. And then if you need, you know, park passes, that's really all you got to worry about is park pass and food. So, and let me tell you, those hotels ain't cheap. That's why we bought the Vacation Club. She said, that sounds awesome. So over here, you can see this is the start of the part of the golf course that we walk by every single time.
I don't see any deer.
And yeah, we typically have 2 deer that we saw out here the last time we came through, and they hide over in that little hole right there in the tree line. But I don't really see them out and about today. So, but if I see the gators, because we have some gators that hang out in these lakes too, if I see them, we'll have to do that. Kevin's like, Animal Kingdom?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda. We got some cranes up here that are hanging out, digging up the ground, looking for worms and stuff. When you see these guys, they're almost as big as you, Kevin. Unless you meant, are we going to record in Animal Kingdom? And yes.
The answer would be HE double hockey sticks. Yes.
Yeah.
Because those wait times are substantially lower.
Oh yeah, we were watching another subscribing channel that does nothing but Disney.
Resort TV One.
Yep, Resort TV One.
You definitely got to go check them out. They're awesome.
And they were at Animal Kingdom on Sunday for 2.5 hours on their stream before their battery died, because, you know, they weren't prepared for that.
It happens.
Yeah, exactly. So, but they were on their way over to Pandora. Pandora, normally the wait to get on that ride is anywhere from 90 to 120 minutes, which there's no way. I don't care how good the ride is, I'm not doing that. But the last couple of days has been 20 minutes or less, which is redonkulous. So we went ahead and booked our first return to Disney for August 24th. I actually requested time off today and got it approved.
So did I.
So the 24th, we're going to be going over to Hollywood Studios. And the plan is we want to actually hit the Rise of the Resistance Star Wars ride, as well as the Millennium Falcon ride, and do a nice live stream inside the park. I've got a boatload of awesome pictures already from daytime and nighttime, but I want to get some more stuff. Hey, here comes our Tour de France guy. Radio Shack. We call him Radio Shack guy.
Because he's normally wearing spandex with Radio Shack.
Yeah, he actually has like a Radio Shack like racing shirt, and Radio Shack isn't even in business anymore. But and then we have this crazy lady right here riding. She's riding a bike on the sidewalk, which you're not supposed to do, and she's talking to someone video chat on her cell phone at the same time. That's totally safe. But you can see here, coming up here on our left, we got this family of cranes. And these guys are big. I mean, they come up easily to my waist or a little bit higher when they're not fully standing. Just their body, they're big, and they're mean too, boy. They got something severely against mailboxes. They will tear a mailbox up, nothing. But yeah, you can see here if I stop, you can see them right there. They're pretty cool. They're just minding their business, digging up the golf course, doing their thing. So switch hands here real quick, because the hand gets a little juicy hanging on. Well, it's not that it's tired. It's my knuckle gets sitting there gripping onto this thing because it's not a gimbal. So trying to hold it steady and let it float it takes a little bit more work than I was expecting. So, but again, all part of the process, right, guys?
There's the Joneses.
Yeah, and then over there we got the Joneses house. That one on the end that's white. They've got a ridiculous landscaper. I mean, that goes all the way around. I mean, they probably spent more on that landscaping than I spent on my whole house. Because I mean, that neighborhood is sweet. That's the only neighborhood that really decorates a lot for Christmas too. Even our neighborhood, I mean, there was a couple of us neighbors, right on top of one another that decorated for Halloween and Christmas. But for the most part, not too many. And then over here, all of these houses over here, these are actually dominantly vacation club rentals. So several of them look like they haven't been kept up. Obviously with COVID, a lot of real estate developers have been going on. It says somebody just subscribed, but I can't actually see who that was, but I see a 5th subscriber that just jumped in. So yeah, if you guys join the channel, definitely click the bell for the notifications when we're live. Make sure you like and subscribe, and throw a hi in the chat so we know who you are. We got 2 people in the room. I have no idea who you are. It looks like one of them just dropped out. Not sure who that was, but Jennifer, you should do a walkthrough at Christmas to show the lights. Oh, I'm definitely going to do that. Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a walkthrough at Christmas time. We'll probably do a drive-through in the neighborhood if we're going to do it, because this neighborhood is huge. But we're definitely going to be doing Christmas and Halloween at the Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios, because they decorate them so beautifully. And the shows that they do are pretty sweet, especially especially Hollywood Studios. I mean, the big thing that they did last year in Hollywood Studios was they decorated Tower of Terror. The projectors on it, made the whole thing look like different wrapped presents. So that was pretty sweet. And I got a video of that with some audio and light shows and stuff. I'll probably have to pull that off of my normal archive and post that into the channel so you guys can actually see that, because it was a really good video, and I recorded that on my Galaxy Note 10 or 9. Right now I'm on an S10, but I actually have one of the S20 Ultras coming, and it should be here in a couple of days, because that'll give me even better image stabilization, better video quality and battery and all that good jazz. So, and a bigger screen so I can actually see comments when you guys post things. So
since on mine it's not immediate, it's delayed, it's a little difficult to respond when you're like,
yeah, I see all your responses come in pretty quick. But yeah, she's on the time delay just like you guys are. She's joined in from the YouTube site as a subscriber as well. So
the other thing I can do is actually log in.
There's Brett. Okay, I figured out how to work this thing. LOL. Welcome, Brett. Make sure you subscribe. I'm assuming that was you that subscribed when you first joined in. And now the party's off to the races, because here comes Kevin responding back too. So yeah, And this is what it's all about, guys, is
bringing us together.
Trying to bring us all together again. You know, we haven't seen each other in over a year. Haven't really talked a whole lot, you know, with all the different things we've got going on. So I figured this would be a nice way to kind of show you what's going on in our little world and get everybody talking together. And I promise that these streams will get better. I was the one who kept dropping out. Yeah, I figured it was either you couldn't figure it out, Brett, or maybe your battery was dying or something. So, you know, it's socially acceptable. You come in, say hi, and then ditch out. That's cool. He's like, yeah, we miss your faces. We miss yours too. We miss listening to your music and going to the concerts and stuff. We have been checking up on you in Facebook, but you got to get one of your followers to do a live stream in YouTube or something, so that we can actually catch one of your concerts. Because the Facebook live stream really doesn't work. I tried that, and it was really grainy and had a lot of lag to it, which is why I decided to stick to the YouTube. Yeah, could have been a settings thing, but I did some research today and found that a lot of people were complaining about it. So we'll see. And now we're back down to 4, so maybe Brett dropped again. I don't know. Let's see, there's another one of the cranes out here in the lake, out here in the golf course. I don't see our big gator's not out here. Maybe he's hiding away somewhere, but he looks like Loch Ness in here. Jennifer's like, we miss everyone. We miss you too. So yeah, we can hopefully, with that Disney Vacation Club, you know, maybe we can get a rotation where we can get Kevin and Jennifer to come out with the kids and visit. I know, you know, we might have some room opening up in the house here soon, and if we do, that'll give us actually 2 rooms in here in our house that we'll have like 2 queen sleeper sofas where we'll basically have some room for people to stretch out and sleep. Then that'd save you, but if we get you, you know, a couple of days at our house, couple of days on Disney property, would be pretty awesome. And then, you know, Brett and Elisa, if they can tear themselves away, they could come out and visit too. That'd be pretty awesome. Got lots of places down there at Downtown Disney for doing some drinking, listening to live music. They got comedy shows. They got all sorts of all fun stuff. The baby is huge now. We get comp breakfast. Yeah. Yes, you get a complimentary breakfast cooked by me. Now, if you're staying on Disney property, they don't do anything complimentary, man. It's yeah, unless you do the best thing to do if you're staying on Disney property, even at the Vacation Club, is when you book your stay or buy tickets, is you get the meal plan with it, because that way you're going to be able to really take advantage of what they got to offer. Kevin, Jen, we should all visit at the same time. Hey, what, you know, her parents are looking at getting their own place, and we should know shortly if that comes through or not. And if it does, there'll be more than enough room for all of you. Of course, you know, Brett, you and your wife are going to have to, you know, maybe, I don't know, do some WWE Raw or something like that with you and Kevin to figure out if the kids get one of the rooms or if they sleep on the floor with mom and dad, and you and your wife get the other one. Jennifer's like, I'm down. Yeah. Just remember, Brett got all of the alcohol, so I'm not having me at my house anymore. I gave them all the alcohol when we moved, so. But there is no Cane's down here, so I can't cheap out if we.
Cane's down here, and we've never had it, so we don't know if it's any good at all.
Kids can sleep on the floor. Kevin is like, how close are you guys to kissing me? We are actually, if you're asking anything down that. Yes, it's the street.
We live where we live.
No, it still says it. Yeah. You see, I'm pretty sure. No. to do this out here, simply because the
it did stop because it's asking me to
refresh the stream.
fingers in the way. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah, it says it's going.
Yeah, it says refresh string.
It says poor connection, which I really can't do much about.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it wouldn't surprise me because that right there.
your feet. Yeah, this app is definitely not sure. Yeah, hopefully as we get back out here to a little bit better, but that'll be kind of shitty if it
Yeah, now it's becoming boring.
yeah, I'm not sure why it's lagging out that bad, but I mean, our connection out here is not great. Might be walking through a dead zone. Yeah. That's pretty common out here in Florida, actually. Yeah, my LTE just spiked way back up, so hopefully you guys are back online and can see everything a little more stably now. Like I said, this app isn't exactly the greatest because I can't adjust my bit rate or any of the stuff that I would normally do on YouTube to knock it down so that it actually works a little bit better. But it looks like in there, I'm not sure how many of you guys made it back in, but now we're just walking back in the street because there's social distancing. There's other people out here walking, so we don't want to get near them. Kevin, okay, so I didn't have the answer to my last question.
Which was?
So I didn't hear. What was the answer, the ask of your last question? Yeah, girl's still trying to figure out her little stream thing, so we got to get that thing going again. Yeah, Kevin, repost your last question. But I think if you're talking about how far away are we from Kissimmee or Disney World, we're only about 15 minutes away. So we're super close from our neighborhood. It's just, pretty much hop, skip, and a jump to and highway right through. So.
And technically we could do a stream of that drive.
Yeah, we could actually do a way to do this without, using the social engineering big time. He's probably still asking about breakfast. And yes, the answer to that question is yes, there's complimentary breakfast if you're staying at my house. Once you're on Disney property, you're on your own. If you get the meal plan, then you get breakfast snack credit. Actually, you get a bunch of snack credits. You get like 8 snack credits a day, plus a counter service and a dinner service. So you get a lot when you do that. And I mean, it's about $60 or $70 a day per person. But when you add up the fact that it's going to cost you almost $300 a day or more per person to eat at Disney, even if you budget it, it's worth it. Thank you. Nice lady letting us go by. It's actually not quite $300. I mean, Julia and I went there. We could do it on a budget pretty easily if you do the counter services and the snacks. You can actually eat there pretty affordably, especially in the heat.
Yeah.
When it's super hot, I mean, you don't want to eat a bunch of big meals.
Hit the buffets. That's where it makes it worth it for you.
Exactly. Like Kevin and Jennifer, it's perfect for you because you got little kids. You hit like the Crystal Palace. Or something, or Hollywood and Vine, where it's like a buffet style, and then he will still complain about it. He liked those fajitas. I mean, I never had a problem with the fajitas.
Unless he complains.
Unless he complained after the fact. If he did one of those passive aggressive things where he's like, "Oh yeah, man, this is good," or "This is all right," and then it's like he gets home, it's like, "Oh, that was nasty." But yeah, for breakfast, seems like an awful waste of money to buy a bag of bones and throw some hot sauce on it and call it food. But now they were Well, the other thing too is, you know, I could always do beans and weenies, you know, just hot dogs and pork and beans, or hot dogs with chili over the top of it, you know. Yes, Kevin does that passive aggressive stuff.
That's like my brother.
Yeah, yeah. Her brother. It's funny. You know, he'll and he'll still be like, it's all right. It's like, oh, okay. Well, then I'll just make those 5-minute meals for you instead of, you know, spending 6 hours making a barbecue brisket or something. The wings are good, but I usually get boneless. But they always have sales on wings. Yes. That's
what
true.
I thought I smelled when my mom was cooking dinner tonight. I'm sitting in my office still working, and I swear I could smell Buffalo hot wings. And I'm like, what is that? I had to get up from my seat and come in the kitchen to find out what it was. And it was actually steak.
Yes. Brownies. Yeah. Yeah, Julia's like, pot brownies? Yeah. I think it's going to take them a while to ingest that one. Kevin. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Direct quotes from Kevin. Yeah. That's funny.
It's better if we start.
You know, build a following. You know, if you guys can help me and leverage your friends and stuff, I think what I'm probably going to do going forward, and or at least until I'm in an area where I know I've got a good enough LTE signal. Like Disney's got really good LTE signal. I'm gonna have to play it by ear. What I end up doing is just recording the videos, like Kevin, and just record the videos and then post them so you guys can watch them and like them and subscribe and all that good stuff. Because in order for us to really maximize on what we want to do, have 1,000 subscribers, and people are going in and watching it. But I can Disney Springs anytime we want, and we easily spend 3-4 hours in there because it's nothing but shops and restaurants and walking around. So, you know, we could. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I drained this battery already because it's down to 76%.
Well, then let everybody know that we're gonna.
Yeah, I mean,
shut it down just to be safe. I mean, we don't want to ever.
No, it'll be running. I got more than enough power to finish recording this till we get home. Yeah. Not even sure how many people are still left in here because I haven't seen any new quotes from anybody. But
it still says 5 watching.
Yeah, I can't see that on my screen because when mine lagged out, that part of it went away. So, and I don't want to refresh it because it'll probably jack up the stream. So I have to. It says you can do some commentating before the video to talk about what's in the video. Yeah, I can also. I mean, there's other little bells and whistles that I can bring to bear on the system. I can actually put little pop-up excerpts and things like that. So I could do that as well. Yeah, Brett's like direct quotes from Kevin, and then drops the mic and goes silent. Like an M. Oh, there we go. Now I got my little pop-up there that shows my 5 people again. But yeah, the LTE over here really sucks, and then it just went away again on me. That LTE thing. My freaking glasses so I can actually see these dinky little things. That's why I wanted to record with my iPad. I may have to look and see if I can get this to work on the iPad, because that's got a better antenna to begin with. And then I can actually see what my signal looks like and everything without going blind.
Well, I can see the quality, the degradation.
It fluctuates in and out. Yeah. So this is why we're doing this test from 2 bars to 5. Recoup and just record the real deal in 4K and then post it for you so you can actually see it. And then you don't have all this boring filler in between stuff. Making dinner while I watch chicken parmesan and garlic butter pasta. Well, there you go. Yeah, last night I made homemade pot roast with beef gravy, pan-seared potatoes, celery, onions, and carrots, baby carrots. And then we had the homemade spaghetti, that, onions, celery, and carrot shreds with extra large shrimp, and I pan-seared that with some sweet teriyaki sauce.
And Kevin, awesome on the Stitch Plus. Plush. The next time you want something, since we're annual pass holders, and you want to buy it, just let us know what it is, and we'll go get it, because we get up to 20% off.
Yeah, Julia's like,
Because that has
yeah. But, this thing doesn't work too bad. I mean, now that the signal's actually getting better, it looks like,
well, it's lagged out more on the way back than it did on the way out.
Yeah. It's using up all the juice, I don't know. But I guarantee you the next ones will be better, because even if I don't do it live, I'm going to have an actual gimbal. Right now, I've just got a little pistol grip that the smartphone attaches to. So the image is able to actually... But Julia just doesn't age, does she? Actually zoom in to prove it.
Yeah.
So
I took my sunglasses off so you can see that I had absolutely no makeup on, because it's hotter than Hades out here right now.
She's a vampire. That's what Kevin said. Could be, moment, because we had
regretting not wearing an undershirt. Trying to keep the shirt away from myself.
For the stream, it had so she always looks beautiful. Thank you, Jennifer. She said, yeah, we just before the stream, it was about an hour before the stream, we actually had a cell of storms that came through. So now that everything's evaporating, of course, it's just stifling, and it seems like every time we want to come out here walking, the breeze magically stops. But as soon as we get back to the house, boom, the wind picks up again. It's just Murphy's Law. So the good news is that as we go on later in the year, get into September, October, it starts to cool down a little bit, but November, December is way more comfortable, and you can walk around all day. Yeah, it's like 70s easy. At night, it drops down into the 50s. We had one day, man, we went out there, we were all dressed up for it, and it was, we thought we were warm layered clothing, and we was cold. It was cold.
Kevin and Jennifer have adapted to that, so
yeah,
that's going to be
Kevin and Jennifer ain't gonna have any problem with it, because yeah, for them that's like spring weather, so it's not gonna bother you at all. But for those of us who got that thin blood from living in the
acclimating to the southern temperature,
she's like, that's like summer here.
Scientifically,
trust me, I know.
No proof that living in a warm environment thins your blood.
No, but your body does adapt.
Exactly.
We're gonna go that way?
Yes, we're gonna go this way.
Yeah, we're gonna start heading back towards our neighborhood here. Yeah, we got yeah, I mean, I lived in North Dakota, so yeah, I'm well aware of summer up there can get pretty hot, but it doesn't last as long. That's the thing about it. But winter, yeah, it's cold. So did you get a lot more heavy thunderstorms and hail and all of that good stuff, huh?
If that. Mostly at the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Not at my bot.
Yeah, sorry guys, The girl's like, not at my butt. So, okay. She's like, hey, my eyes are up here.
Yeah.
Brett, Robert, your ability to talk for hours makes you an awesome host for something like this. Exactly. See, thank you. Right? Someone who appreciates my talents. Actually, my current job appreciates my talents too. That's why I'm a solutions engineer. So I do demos all day. But it helps prevent that dead air. That's the one thing I don't like
about focus of the video.
Yeah. Really, guys, the whole part of the practice of this wasn't necessarily to test the streaming, because I knew that wasn't going to work real well in our neighborhood. It was really to get her, to practice actually opening up and talking and, using her voice. Kind of like when we all party. When we were partying, she had no problem projecting and actually getting the voices out there. But when she's out in public, or we're just, she's like a little mouse. You can't hear anything. I'm like, what? She's like, I'm standing right next to her. I'm like, what? He's like, if people will watch a stream. Saturday, we watched a 9-hour stream of Resort TV, walking what food places were open, got to see some of the shops. You can do it, Julia. I believe in you. That's what Jennifer said. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we'll necessarily be as successful as those guys. I mean, literally those guys in 3 hours, because they have enough followers now, they get what's called super chat monetization. They probably made $2,000 in 3 hours, people donating for them going out and doing these streams.
Let's go this way so they can see the lake back here.
Yeah, we're gonna go back here so that you can see the lake that's in our neighborhood.
This is the parking lot for the public pool for our neighborhood.
Yeah, here's the pool.
Which we don't use because we have one of our own in our backyard.
Yeah. That's the other thing you guys can take advantage of if you come visit too. We got that pool jacuzzi in our backyard, all sealed up. So here's the lake for our neighborhood. It's quite big. I'm only looking at it from a piece, but it goes all the way from here off the edge, and it stretches all the way across over here. So it's pretty big. That way on the other side of the lake over there, that's actually the back side of our pretty good sized pool. I mean, it's 36 feet by 16 feet, and then the hot tub sits kind of in the middle of that, kind of elevated with a waterfall coming off of it, and that seats 6 or 8 people. So it's pretty good size. You're looking into Patreon.
Yeah, it just keeps...
Well, the reason this is because it's kind of a rig. It's kind of a rig job. So, yeah, and yeah, I think it's more the pass through from this app into. There's out there that tie in YouTube, so I could just
see more lake.
Yeah, and there's more lake over there. I could do this the legit way, I suppose, and just start posting really good quality videos, since I know I can do that easily. I do awesome videos, so maybe I'll just do that and start posting them. But again, I will ask for you guys for your help. Share it with your friends, get them to subscribe. If they want to go back and look at them again, great. But at least if I can get them to subscribe at least once. Yes, more lake. Girls like more lake. There's more lake. Yeah, it's actually on and running. It says it's 78%. So, oh, look, and my streamer list is back. Just Kevin and Jennifer now, and Julia. Brett probably had to go app where people get donations and money subs.
Huh.
Like TV streams, and they do those super chat donations. That it actually pops up. I'm still here just cooking. Okay, well, somebody dropped off because Julia's on here, so I know she's on it. I know Kevin's here, so I had 5. Now I got 3, so pretty sure.
It says 4 on mine right now.
Yeah, I don't know. My little screen's all jacked up anyway. It's like I see what I'm recording, but that's about it.
Have they seen our new beast? They have not seen our new beast.
Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen our new beast either. I was too cheap to actually put license plates on it because I'm not going to drive it anyway. So it stays parked in the garage, and occasionally start to take it out in the neighborhood just to keep the car on and goes in and out. Okay.
So probably just a crappy little app.
Yeah, it's probably a garbage app, guys. I'll have to
post videos.
I'll have to do some testing. I'll go do a legitimate video recording and post it in that same YouTube.
We'll do a video of our deck patio, the pool.
When do we get to see your house? We're actually doing that next. That's where we're headed right now.
There.
Because we're actually good. So
no stairs for us old folks.
Yeah, 2,700 and 2,700 is about square feet. Basically, the entire upstairs of the house that we have These here are a lot smaller, but they do have the nice pavers and everything. This is more of I actually have 2 HOAs I have to pay for. Because we've got the main HOA, and then the Lakeside Villas where we live has its own HOA. So we're super exclusive and, you know, snooty, you know, silver spoonish, I guess.
Look at that pretty Miss Sunset.
Yeah. This guy right here, we want to totally steal his landscaping design and put that in our front yard. Because it's awesome. But you'll be able to see ours here in a minute. Because we's almost there.
Right after the white car sticking out above the white SUV.
Yeah. Well, and there's people here that are a lot more pimp than us. This gray car sitting here on the side of the road is actually a Maserati. So
yeah.
He doesn't actually live here. He just comes over and visits like every day. He's pretty much here all the time. Yeah, tomorrow's trash day, so.
Yep.
Quest is missing a valid API key. Yeah, so yeah, this app I think is just, I don't know. I think it's just got issues.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still running, looks like, but I'm getting all sorts of weird things popping up, and it's not smart enough to refresh and fix itself. But as long as the stream on your end is still showing, I know it's still working, so.
Yep.
But we're coming up here.
There's the beast sticking out.
Yep, and here, yeah, exactly. This
Walk
black,
out that way.
this big old black bullet. This is this is our replacement here. It's a Chevy or a Chrysler Pacifica S model. All black on black. Nice toy. But yeah, this is the front of our house. I can actually walk out here and show you what the house actually looks like. So there's the actual house, and we just tore out this whole landscaping deal and redid that. So all those purple plants and waxy plants and all that, we tore all that out and redid that here the other day. Is that still streaming on your end? Cool. But yeah, let me tell you, getting this lawn to actually do anything growing on sand is a nightmare.
So that's it.
What I'm gonna do, well, yeah, no. And I'm sure Brett will appreciate this if he's still online. But this was
That's
what.
more immediate.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's on Wi-Fi now. So, hopefully you guys are seeing this. Does it still show that there's people in the...
Cool. They are reacting.
Yeah.
Starry eyes for Brett.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, on my end, I can't really see any of the reactions anymore. I see, wow. Yeah, we did all of the... And yes, Brett, I still have plenty of guitars left that I didn't give away to you. So...
Look at Mr. Thorman.
But yeah, we got all of our figurines that were on the floor. We finally got them mounted up. I actually have some lights to go behind this Millennium Falcon and X-Wing. And then we left our Christmas tree up. We actually decorate that every season. So right now it's decorated for 4th of July. Where is the child? Which child are we talking about? Let me turn on my alcoholic thing. Yeah, we have our fur children, but that's all we have, unfortunately.
Thor child.
But there's the Thor child right there. And he will give the... Actually, he doesn't care. He's enjoying the new sofa. Yeah, that's the master bedroom back over in there. The child.
The child. Oh, the child. My baby Yoda.
Oh, talking about Baby Yoda? There's Baby Yoda right there. Is that this Christmas tree in July? Yes, Brett, that is the Christmas tree in July. We left it up we're leaving it up year round, and we're just decorating it per season. So right now we got 4th of July, but we have decorations for all the different months. But now we're gonna head out to the Poolie Pool. You can see we got a little outdoor dining area with glider rockers, and we actually bought professional smoking tubes. And then here's the pool, and it's got LED lights that color change, so you can actually run it at night. We got the solar panel lights up across the top, so those will come on. Pool looks sweet. Yeah, it's nice. We enjoy it. It is heated. It's salt water, so we don't have to put chlorine or any of that stuff in it. And the guys that built it maintain it for us. So yeah, it's a pretty sweet setup. I mean, it cost a good chunk of change, but we don't plan on moving, so we'll just go ahead and leverage it the way it is. But you can see here, we've actually got our own little private lake over here. I want to soak in the jacuzzi.
Right now is 90 degrees with 100% humidity.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 90 degrees with 100% humidity, the girl said. So, but luckily the water, because I don't have the jacuzzi running right now, the heat pump isn't running. I could get it up to 102 degrees in about an hour, but right now it's probably about 87 or 88 degrees, so it'll probably feel pretty good.
It's pretty warm still.
But yeah, we can have a little seat and yeah, that's pretty much it for our stream. So I suppose we can let you guys get back to your lives and what you're doing and all of that good stuff. I appreciate you being our guinea pigs. The girl's still staring at herself on the screen. So I appreciate you guys doing your thing and taking time out of your day to come watch us. I'll try and send out another notice once I have tested internally some other things on LTE that doesn't suck, and we'll send you guys a notice to hopefully get you back out there, watching something decent. Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and record it. Okay, love you. Good hearing from you guys. Hell yeah. Don't worry, we're not going to be strangers. I just don't open my Facebook but once a month because I'm so busy, but I will try and get better about that to start doing some more updates, because we're trying to get out a little bit more, but we're still trying to be safe with COVID. But I'd like to get out to Disney Springs and do a video up there. Yep, thanks for watching, everybody. Yep. Bye. Hands to the screen. Yep. Hand to the screen. Air 5. Air 5. Yep. Air hug. COVID hug. So you guys take it easy. Have a good evening. Stay safe.